Today I'm going to share with you my sleep performance secrets in a 4-step framework that they don't want you to hear that consistently gets me 100% sleep performance and the top clients that I work with. Hello, my name is Nolan Olm. I'm an online fitness professional, D1 football captain, and health optimizer for elite entrepreneurs, managers, and executives who are looking to maximize their income, impact, and overall personal development. So let's get into this. We're going to talk about how I get these 100% sleep performances and get maximal recovery. To begin this, we have to shift a belief. Sleep is not for the weak. Sleep is not the cousin of death. Sleep is your secret tool, your weapon to maximize your physical, cognitive, and emotional performance. So you don't get stronger in the gym, you get stronger in your sleep. And your business is only as strong as you are. So we need to maximize sleep, and especially for longevity. Yes, maybe we want to go exit with a really big company. We want to make a lot of money right now. If you're not in the game though in 10 years because you have health issues or because you're burnt out, what's it good for anyways? Discipline, right, does not make successful businesses. It's a part of it. There's also systems. So let's talk about systems. And this goes into our first step of our 4-step framework to get 100% sleep performance and maximize your performance. And that's rhythm, your circadian rhythm. I'm going to go over this stuff. It's a very, very base level. A lot of you probably already know it. Our circadian rhythm is the rhythm of our life. It's our eating. It's our waking up. It's our sleeping. This is going to be the biggest thing. If you only act on one thing from this video, this will completely transform your life. You need to have a consistent bed and wake time. We would rather take 7 to 6 hours of consistently going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, than an erratic 9 hours. And this is probably why you feel a ton of lack of energy. You need to have a cutoff when business time is done. You need to set an alarm and wake up at it. Don't let yourself sleep in on the weekends. Weekends can deviate by an hour. I get it. You got a lot going on with your life. You want to go enjoy a nice dinner, etc. And then once in a long time, you can stay up super late and have a ton of fun. And life is about enjoying stuff. However, it's going to absolutely wreck you. And it's going to wreck your performance. It's going to wreck your health. Sleep is the number one thing to make sure that you eradicate disease. And like I said, show up as your best self. Let's go over the couple. I don't want to talk a ton of theory. I want to get actionable. Let's go over the couple different phases of sleep. So there's REM sleep. It's when you're dreaming. That's going to be right around when you wake up, the back half of your sleep. The first half is going to be mostly deep sleep and then a mixture of light sleep as well. What we want to maximize is the REM and the deep sleep. Those are restorative. Light sleep, whatever. It is what it is. Naps, cool, whatever. REM and deep sleep though, deep sleep is where you're going to recover your muscles, your physical ability, your nervous system. Your REM is going to be a lot of that cognitive repair. So both of those are extremely important for what you want to do when you want to have a body that looks world-class, and then also to be able to show up world-class in your business, in your life, with your family. Number 2, so that's step number 1 of the framework, which is rhythm. The second one is systemize. So you can't manage what you don't measure. Just like in business, just like in anything in life where you want success, what you measure increases. And we cannot make decisions if we don't have data. So you need to first of all understand your chronotype, and that will help us it goes in with rhythm as well. By Dr. Michael Bruce, the book The Power of When is an incredible book. And it's about, there's 4 different types of chronotypes. So lions, they go to bed naturally at 9 p.m., wake up at 5 a.m. Bears, 11 p.m., wake up at 7 a.m. And then night owls, which is midnight to 9 a.m. So think about back in your life when did you have the most energy, and when do you wake up naturally? When do you get tired naturally? You understand that chronotype, you're going to be working with your biology, and we'll be able to create a system off that. So then paired with that, we really want to be able to get this data. So Whoop, Aura, Apple Watch, Garmin is another really important one. I really should have put it in here. It's what we use with a lot of our elite clients. You can pair it up with a weight scale, and really good for if you're training for long distance type training, of really, really good for measuring heart rate, pairing a heart strap to it. Anyways, you want to get Whoop, you want to get Aura, you want to get Garmin or Apple Watch to really be able to see these sleep cycles and be able to see, okay, when am I going to bed? How am I feeling? How many hours am I getting? What's my sleep efficiency? That's going to be a really big number. Really, the big 3 is going to be, what time did you fall asleep? Okay, that's going to hold you accountable to doing that, because a lot of times people get too wrapped up in other things and they have a tough time just shutting down and saying no. The second one, like I said, is going to be that sleep efficiency score. So it's going to be how long you're actually asleep when you're in bed. So if we can maximize that, we're going to buy back time and you'll be able to spend more time on the things that actually matter. And then the other one that we want is the sleep consistency. So this will also hold you accountable. Those 3 metrics, if you track those 3 metrics, you will get to 100% sleep performance, Okay, habit is the third step of our 100% sleep secret framework. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, the first habit that we need to have is sunlight first thing, or artificial light. There's a bunch of different light tools that you get. Easiest thing, just go outside. Go outside. Bonus points, you're grounded. Your shoes are off, you're grounded. And what you can do is mix in some sort of a breath practice, some sort of a meditative practice into this so that you can habit stack from Atomic Habits and knock a bunch of stones at once. Okay, this goes back to the power of when we need to start that circadian rhythm, and it starts with sunlight. So if you literally went to bed at the same time, woke up at the same time, and you got sunlight every morning, your life would drastically change. All these are going to be incredible, so stay till the end to get I'm going to drop a ton of value in what you actually need to get, so you don't even have to think about it. You just go order it at the end. So like I said, but if you get those other 2 things, those are going to be incredibly, they're going to move the needle quite a bit. Okay, avoid blue light. You guys have heard this a ton. So what can you do? Night mode does not work on your iPhone. It doesn't. So what you need to go is go into color filters in your settings. You're going to find the color filter till it literally makes it all red. Then you're going to go to accessibility and you're going to go to, I believe it's, what is it? It's accessibility and then it's shortcuts. And then what you're going to do from there is you're going to create it so when you triple click, you can turn on color filters in there, and then it'll turn your phone red, and you can do that whenever you want. You can do the exact same thing with your MacBook. I have a MacBook right now. You just triple click this, the button, whatever your command button is for your computer. It's different for different generations. And then it's going to say accessibility, shortcuts, color filters, done. Okay? Make sure it's all the way red. Second thing you do is get a really good set of blue light blocking glasses. I'm here to break your heart. These are raw optics. These are pretty high price point. I got these years ago. What you can do is just get them off Amazon. Super, super cheap. Not that it really matters. So if you want an elite brand, I'd go with raw optics. They're the best, and they have really good daytime lenses as well. They just look cooler. Like they're just a nice brand, nice looking brand. The ones you see on Amazon that are clear don't block blue light. If you can still see blue light behind clear glasses, it's not blocking it. You have to literally, it should be orange with whatever you're looking at. The next thing you can do is turn your lights down and have soft lights 2 to 3 hours within when you're going to bed. So Himalayan pink salt lamp, I'm going to show you all these products below after, so you guys can just see this. Boom, they're all right in here. So I'll show you guys all these products after, where to get them, and then I'll have actually a link to a shopping cart down below. So as soon as you hit subscribe and then you go click the shopping cart link, it'll all be in there. So that's what you're going to want to do. It's going to be super huge. What I also do is I have a lamp that's set up in my kitchen, so I can turn my kitchen lights off, and boom, I have a nice soft lamp in there. That's really, really important. Our eyes are really, really huge in how much melatonin we're naturally going to secrete in our body, and how we're going to be able to fall asleep. Okay, next, the 10, 3, 2, 1, 0 method, okay? 10 hours before, no caffeine. It's okay to have caffeine. If we stop 10 hours before, we're going to be in a great spot. 3 hours before, no food. And this is especially high protein. We want to stay away from that. It's going to turn on our digestive system, and our body's going to be working when it really should be relaxing and shutting down. 2 hours before, no workouts or water. I say water, depends on how big your bladder is. But some people, I find, when we look at their sleep efficiency score, it's like 80%, and that's garbage. That is garbage. I'm operating around anywhere from 94 to 96%, and that should be a standard for you. A lot of that is because people are waking up in the night to go pee, so we need to cut that off. If you find 2 hours isn't enough, cut it off 3 hours before. So we need to be very intentional with our water intake throughout the day before that point. 1 hour before, no screen. And put the phone down, stop working, get into a night routine. Make that your time to connect with the ones you love the most, and be intentional with creating that time. Is you want to shut your brain down. If you're in beta waves, if you're problem solving, if you're focused, you're going to lay down in your bed, and you know how it is. Your mind just starts running, and that's literally holding you back, because now is not the time to problem solve. Now is the time to relax And then wake up even earlier. Have more time, wake up more energized to solve those problems in a better, more creative state, okay? 0 times are you ever going to hit snooze. Now, the audience that I'm talking to, that I'm targeting, dream people that I want to work with, I don't even need to say this. You're never going to hit snooze. Your issue is you're going too hard. However, I need to say this, never, ever hit snooze. Never, ever hit snooze, okay? Okay, pre-sleep routine, wind down. A couple best practices would be hot, warm shower or a hot, warm bath. Bonus point, habit stack, put Epsom salts in there. It's going to recover your muscles more, especially if you're chasing a big strength number or a specific fitness goal. In terms of aerobic or anaerobic fitness, running, etc. That's going to be super huge for you. Like I said, connect with a loved one, play some soothing music, smooth music that you enjoy, not upbeat, relax, okay? You can do this in bed, you can do this out of bed. This is one of the best, another one that's just a very, very effective practice, science-based, a ton of research behind this method. It's going to be it says a box breath, but it's really a triangle breath. So we got 3 phases, usually boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, in terms of inhale, hold, exhale, hold. That's 4 parts. We only have 3 parts this one. This one's going to be an inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8, all the way out. Right into that inhale again. What this is going to do, so when we look at our ancestral pathways and ways to regulate our nervous system, holding and exhaling signals to our body, to our nervous system, that we are safe. When you're out and you're fighting, and when our ancestors were scrapping for food, they were breathing very heavy. You didn't have time to exhale. If you had time to exhale, your body knew that you were safe, you were taken care of, and you could therefore relax. Okay, that box breath. So misspelt this, progressive muscle relaxation. So what you're going to do is you're just going to pick a part on your body, breathe in, exhale, and release. Just go all the way down. Another really effective way. Okay, so that is habit. Those are the habits that you need to build in. Those are going to be extremely huge for you. Now let's talk environment, the lowest hanging fruit of all, what you've been waiting for, the stuff you're going to go buy on Amazon, okay? Environment, completely dark and cool. Chili pad, air conditioning, turn down the temperature. 8 sleep pod for the most elite mattress cooler. Sleep mask that doesn't touch your eyelids is going to be the most effective, and then a white noise, I'll talk about that in a second, but you really want it to be quiet. There should be no disturbances, okay? So how I got all this information was years of experimenting. So what I did was I had horrible sleep problems, and then I'd go really hard for a couple months, and then I'd burn out, and then I'd get good strength gains, but then I was burning the candle at both ends, and I just would never really make true progress with my fitness. So what I did was countless years of research, talking to experts, and then also just doing experiments on myself. So this year's been a huge year for completely optimizing my sleep, as the number one ability is availability. So I have a whole spreadsheet where I'm tracking all these numbers, and what I found is all this stuff. So you don't have to go through all these troubles. I'm just going to show you exactly what to do. Like I said, with all these 4 steps, it's completely dialed to get you in the best place possible. Okay, the next thing you're going to do, there's a couple very low-hanging fruits, okay? You're going to get mouth tape, 3M micropore tape off of Amazon. I'll show that here in a second. You're going to take that onto your mouth, because when we're breathing out of our mouth, a bunch of different things. First of all, you're killing your CO2 tolerance, which once again inhibits your recovery. So your ability to get CO2 out of your body, if you're a runner, if you're anyone that really cares about the fitness aspect in your heart and how you're able to handle stress in that sense, this is going to be super huge for you. And then even if you're not, breathing through the nose, you have hairs in your nose because it's supposed to filter the air that's coming through. Your mouth is for talking, eating, and your nose is for breathing. That's it. So 3M micropore tape, boom, really easy. I mean, you'll have a 4-year supply if you get off Amazon. You can get those hostage tape ones. I just hate how they're just, to me, it's such a waste. Yeah, anyways, I'm not a huge fan. So just get a little roll, put it next to your bed, boom, rip it off, boom, rip one for your wife or your significant other or husband. Easy, does it. Okay, nose strip. This is going to be really good. It's just going to lift those nasal pathways. They've been all the rage, blowing up online. I'm going to show you a spot to get them. You can get 300 of them for $27. So like I said, for most of you, you don't care. You just want it to not have to think. Okay. Comm App, easiest way to get rain noises. New Comm is an elite level of using binaural beats, different things. Crazy dreams when I would listen to that. So that's another option too. Airplane mode on your phone. We're not going to get into EMFs and that rabbit hole, but if you go airplane mode on your phone, basically the frequencies are going to be lesser in your room. Keep your phone far away from you. Also, do not have the Wi-Fi router right near you. That's going to be a game changer as well. You can even unplug that as well. Gravity weighted blanket. Experiment with this. Some people like it. Some people, they get too hot. If you have a chili pad or an 8-sleep pod, you'll be fine. And what this actually does is it creates more of a sense of safety within your body. Okay, then let's talk about like supplements you can take, foods that are really high in melatonin that are gonna be really good to finish the day with. Magnesium full spectrum. You want something that's gonna break the blood-brain barrier. Magnesium glycinate is really gonna be the best for sleep. There's so many different types of strands of magnesium. If you get a full spectrum one though with 7 or 8 strands, you should be good. Cherries are really good. Almonds, spinach, turkey. Those are all really high in melatonin, so you can add those into your final meal of the day. Another thing that you can take is zinc. Okay, very, very easy. Blue light blockers, we talked about this. Sleep mask, we talked about this. The best mattress on the internet, I'll save you all the time, is the Elite Helix Midnight. Okay, you don't have to worry about getting the adjustable sleep mattress, blah, blah, blah. Elite Helix Midnight's gonna be really good. It's a really BS market out there that they try to just trick and scam you with all these marketing things, and mattresses that are the most expensive are not sometimes the best. So there you go, or the highest price point. 8-sleep pod or chili pad. This is truly elite. Okay, this will change your life. Being able to truly regulate your temperature. You won't have to worry about putting an AC unit in there, or freezing your wife to death or girlfriend to death or significant other to death. That's usually an issue for myself. Okay, and then bonus, like we talked about, Epsom salt bath. Okay, so let's move this all up here. There's the 4-step framework. Okay, so rhythm, systemize, habit, and environment. Okay, those are the 4 steps. I'm going to show you these. So beautiful breath, those are going to be the nose strips you want. Here's the micropore tape, just surgical tape, literally lasts you for years. Here's the go-to Epsom salt bath that I use, fragrance-free, really, really clean brand. Here's the just easy to get, Raw Optics, like I said, is the other brand. Okay, here's the 8-sleep pod. Very, very great product. Highly recommend. Air purifier, also I didn't mention that, but that's a part of environment. If you have a window, having that open, that'll be super huge too, but just having an air purifier will be really good to cleanse that environment. You spend so much time in your life, a third of your life sleeping, so having that environment be clean. Here's the gravity weighted blanket. They are incredibly popular. So just try this out. Let me know what you guys think. And then here's the things that are going to be in that shopping list I'm going to give to you guys. The sleep mask that doesn't touch the eyes. Blackout curtains are going to be super huge. Having a wake up light sunrise alarm clock. So this is, and it's not just for kids, it's for anyone. This is super huge because for people that are living in the winter, you're like, hey, I can't get sunlight. Well, you can use this light as kind of that artificial light that wakes you up. And then you can also set it as long as you're, like I said, your significant other might kill you. But if you turn up the alarm to when as you're waking up, this thing is brightening up and then fully bright when you're awake. And then here's the Himalayan salt lamps that you will turn on for night. So I have one in my bathroom, I have one in my bedroom. So once we hit sunrise or sunset, or a certain point, usually for me it's like 6 p.m., the lights are going to be dimmed. And then also another bonus thing is a cooling pillow is going to be super huge. Temperature is going to be really, really big. I know for most of you it's a heat thing. If you are someone who gets too cold, it's usually pretty easy to fix. With a heat mat, etc. So there you guys have it. There's the 4-step framework for 100% sleep performance. If you are an elite entrepreneur, executive, manager, and you're really looking to completely optimize your health, that's what I'm working on over here, and I'm really excited to roll this out. I've been working my whole life as I pursue going to the NFL to build the most hands-on, personalized, world-class, health concierge, really like not even a fitness program, performance optimization out there. So click the link down below and book in a call. If you're someone who's just looking to lose some fat and get in the best shape of their life, click the link down below as well. We can help you out as well too. And then if you want to just go follow along my journey, how do I make it all work? Doing this, building out these businesses, running a nonprofit camp, being still a D1 football player, chasing playing in the NFL. Go follow me on Instagram and shoot me a message on there if you guys have any other questions. Like, subscribe, and I hope you guys got a ton of value out of this. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. Make it happen. Out.